a quick demo of the software version. Not be part. So Tiffany, welcome back.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's see if we got.
All right, we're really excited.
What's Techcyte Fusion?
Yep.
That's what we're talking about. To give a little bit of context, yesterday we did a podcast.
Techcyte has a digital platform, a SaaS-based platform that combines workflow plus AI to diagnostic testing and pathology. Fusion is built upon the same base that we built our clinical pathology platform on. So we did add a lot, so it includes both a work list and a viewer and AI all included, but specifically designed for anatomic pathology versus clinical pathology. And if you look at anatomic pathology workflows, they are much more complicated, and so we've been very, very busy coding that up for about a year and a quarter.
Like an official, what is Fusion, how it benefits patients, pathologists, and all the features and benefits of the software. But now we want to click a little bit. We want to check what it does. So let me show you, and Tiffany, guide us through this. Let's see how a pathologist would work in this system. We have two monitors and an expert user, pathologist. Okay, guide me through this.
Sure. So our work list is fully configurable and flexible for your workflows. So we know that different pathologists like to order their cases in different ways. So if you want your MRN before your patient names, or if, say, like your practice, you have trainees or don't have trainees, you can select what you want in your columns.
And then it changes on the slides, right?
When you click on the cases, it will change on the screen.
Okay.
So let's focus on the work list first. Yes. So looking at the work list, we'll support the ability to look at all the cases coming in from your institution, or you can look at more specialized workflows. So these are like different working groups or subspecialties. You can choose them, and we know lots of pathologists cross-cover. They're on 2 or 3 subspecialties every week. So you're able to see and organize those cases by subspecialty.
Right. So 1 second. So how does it work with subspecialty? Do you then assign it to different specialists? Oh, so this is part of the automated distribution of cases.
So the work list is, so anytime you get assigned a case based off of your working group or subspecialty, it will show up in that portion of your work list.
So you need to have like a profile in this, right?
Yes. So we'll have to know what your pathologists are signing out. And we know there are a lot of places that are general as well. So you don't have to be subspecialized to be able to use this.
Okay. Let's look at it.
And then we also have...
We have subspecialties. What else?
We have collections. So you can think of these like your folders on a computer and to help you really organize your cases. And we have a split so your collections can be either personal collections, like interesting cases or research cases, or they can be public or shared collections, and this can be things like tumor boards, where you might want to save a group of cases to present at this or upcoming week's tumor board. And then you can go in and select if these cases have been presented. This will date and timestamp your cases, so you can always know like what was presented at what conference and when. And we think this would be...
Let's show it.
Yeah, so you can add any of these cases directly to a different collection. So I can create new collections or add it to any existing collection.
We have term, word, and research.
Yeah, this is for USCAP 2025. So we're excited because we think this will be great for the trainee workflow. You can do case-based or case sets that you can build for your trainees. So if you have unknown conferences or any teaching conferences for specific diagnoses or subspecialties, you can create a collection, add those cases in, and residents and trainees can preview directly from those case lists.
So you can add this to collections as you work, right?
As you work.
Go retrospectively 3 years and find your fantastic data list.
Yeah.
If you see something and you have a topic, you're WGG, you're super handy for the
Yes, you can just add any cases in for a collection. So awesome. So let's go back to the work list. I'll show you maybe some of the best parts for me for this work list, which includes looking at the scans. So we brought in a scan tray into the work list. And this is a way for pathologists to really preview what's coming for their case without actually having to click into the case.
So is this like slide tray?
Yeah, it's a slide tray.
The virtual version.
You know, how sometimes when you want to get a heads up of what's coming in your case, you'll open the flat, look at the slides.
Yeah, look at the
And then-
subcross,
yeah.
recognize the organ, or like
Right.
how many slides.
How many
for a
slides am I
case?
getting? And like, are they going to be big resection slides or little slides? Some things are like if you have 40 lymph nodes that are coming,
You better get coffee.
you probably get a coffee, rest your eyes a little bit before you get into it. This will help you prioritize your cases at a high level without ever having to click into the case. So let's go into one of these cases. So right now I have this case open on the right hand side. We have it set up so it can be multi-monitor, but you don't have
Let's
to.
talk about the setup. What's optimal?
Yeah.
What's minimal and what's like full VIP?
Optimal is whatever works for you. We want to be flexible for all types of users. We understand some users only use one monitor and they like one, jumbo monitor. Some units,
Sometimes these like
curved monitors
that are super big.
Yeah.
What is one you should report?
Yeah, and some users like multiple monitors. They have two, or they'll like stack 2 or 3. So we just want to support whatever users want, and we're not going to force you to do one or the other. We're also exploring ways to view on like tablets and other types of screens because we understand like
We had it.
people may be on the go, but they want to review, so we want to make it easy for them to use. Right now we have it so it's set for 2. And then I'll start first just by the general layout. We have tabs up top. We have our main slide viewer in the middle. And then we have on our right-hand side the navigation rail, which can be fully collapsible.
Oh, this one. What's there? What's here?
So it's everything from case qualities to QC to frozen section, annotations. If you ran AI, your AI results will be here. Any requests, your reporting, and then if you do comments, you can do this all in here.
And you can close it.
You can close it as well. And then we have the top, which are the tabs. So with the tabs, we have our main slide viewer, which we know is the bread and butter slide. We also have history. So we've integrated with Epic and Epic the EHR to be able to pull in the clinical information for a patient. So this is fully context synced with the patient's profile within Epic.
Let's show,
Yeah.
what does it pull in?
It pulls in pretty much everything that you'll see in the EHR. So everything from the different types of notes and documents to diagnostic reports, which can include radiology, prior pathology, laboratory results, procedures, problems, medications, and even media. So if you're signing out things like dermatopathology and you want to look at clinical images that are in the media tab within Epic, we can pull it in to show.
So basically everything that was done in this healthcare institution for the patient
Yes.
and was recorded
Yes.
is the...
As long as it's an Epic, we can connect to Epic's FireReady node and be able to transmit that information into our system. So this is all within the patient case still.
Okay.
So there are so many times when, I'm doing my case, I'm opening up Epic, making sure it's the right patient, hopping between Epic, the LIS, and the image viewer. And now I can just do it all within the image viewer, so I don't have to go out to the LIS or out to Epic.
I think we mentioned in the podcast at Pathology that was like a problem people were mentioning, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is like very fortunate people's problem. But then when you look at like how efficient those people want to be, need to be, and have to be for patients, then it makes a difference.
Yes, and we definitely think it makes a big difference, both to keep pathologists really focused in on their case, but also for patient safety. Making sure that all your systems are constantly context synced is very difficult. And because we're a totally browser-based software, we're able to maintain context syncing across the different windows.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So then let's go on to the gross report. So the gross report will be pulled in from the LIS. What's cool about all of these tabs is that you're able to pop this out into a separate window.
Oh, okay.
So say I want to view my slide view with my gross report side to side, I'm totally able to do that here.
So is it just dragging and dropping stuff, or how do
No,
you do it?
actually, you just click on it and you just click this launch
Oh,
out.
so then it populates the other monitor.
Exactly. So now we can move on to the case view. You see we have a vertical scan tray. We have multiple different icons to show you like what has been seen and unseen. So if it's a blue dot, it hasn't been seen.
Oh, let me show.
The blue rectangle, that means it's past QC.
Uh-huh.
Red rectangle means it's failed QC.
Oh
So we're
no,
able
why
to
did
show-
this guy fail QC?
Oh, this is just for an example why it failed QC. But Right now, we've integrated in with AOSIN, which is a third-party AI vendor. So this is an AI to help you with QC.
Okay.
So we've been able to
So
pull
the
in-
dots come from information from QC from ASIN, right?
Yes, so they'll come from QC, and these are annotations coming in from AOSIN to show that this region is out of focus. So if you look at this box, it says it's out of focus.
Okay.
So this is cool that we can integrate AI into your actual workflow, and this makes AI actually usable, which has been a difficult problem for a lot of places.
So question for the QC, let's say we had these multiple fragments and one was out of focus. If the pathologist has enough diagnostic information in the other pieces, do we need to care that this piece was out of focus? Or
It really
can we just
depends.
say,
Each pathologist has a different threshold. Each lab will have a different threshold. We do have a state that's in between pass and fail, which is fail but still allowed to be reviewed.
okay.
So this is something that will be dependent on your lab. So you let us know what types of metrics you want for your QC, and we can adjust accordingly.
Okay.
Moving back, what is cool about this slide view is that we have a collaboration feature up here. So right now it shows my icon, but if I have other people viewing the slide, it's kind of like Google Docs. You'll see multiple icons, and then you can invite people to follow you around. So you can imagine this would be great for things like consensus conferences or teaching conferences where multiple people want to drive at the same time, or not the same time, but at the same conference where you can pass off driving the slide to each other. We also allow for co-registration of slides. We can do up to 6 slides today. You can do it as a preset here, or I can select it via my keyboard shortcuts.
If you have your card though.
And then you can also make annotations directly on the screen.
Let's make some
Let's make some
annotations.
annotations.
Yes.
So let's just say I really like this vessel right here.
I like it too. Let's annotate it.
I can right-click, and it'll bring me my annotation palette.
So you can do pin.
You can pin, you can do circle, you can do square, you can do freeform draw, or you can do a measurement.
Do you have some keyboard shortcuts for
Yes, we have keyboard shortcuts for this as well.
for everything?
For everything. Yeah, we have keyboard shortcuts for everything. And our keyboard shortcuts aren't limited to just right-hand users, because we know there are left-hand users out there.
Oh my goodness, really?
And,
you guys even thought about
We
that?
thought about that too. We just want to make it
Remarkable.
accessible for all users so they don't have to.
My husband is actually left-handed.
Oh, no way. Well,
But he's a
think we
clinical
would-
pathologist, so he doesn't look at slides.
Oh, well, we also make some clinical pathology
Right.
products that are also left-handed friendly. So we want to make sure everyone feels included in this experience.
I think it's important.
Awesome. So moving on to annotations.
So we annotated the vessel. Can we measure the vessel?
Oh yeah, let's measure the vessels as
We
well.
need to measure it.
Let's see. I want to do a measurement. I'm not sure we can measure the vessel here. It shows a measurement. I can give it
Where
a.
does it show? Okay, so it just shows immediately.
It shows immediately. I'm just going to name this 1, 2, 3,
Please do.
and then I can save it. And then you can see that in the annotation palette. Here's 1, 2, 3. I know it's a measurement. And if I want to jump to something, I can just click directly on the annotations.
Okay, and then
And
it
then it'll jump.
switches to...
It'll switch me to, oops, I clicked the wrong button. But it'll take me directly to the annotation.
And it's gonna, I see it going to what magnification? The one you left it at?
The
or
one you left it at. So whatever it was.
to it. That's what I would expect from it.
So if you hover over any annotation, it will also show up with the annotation details.
Okay.
And then some other things I think are really cool. You can launch AI directly.
Yeah, let's launch something.
So I can launch an AI classification request.
Yes.
Right now, just for the demo, I have Iphoria, I have AOSIN, I have a mitotic figure one, and I have an auto rotate for derm path scans.
Oh.
So let me show you one that
That actually will show some results.
this poor case has had so many AI ran on it, so I'm constantly cleaning it. But
Okay.
this one's already run. So this is a mitosis
Oh yeah,
detection.
let's do it.
So this one drops a hotspot annotation for a 1 millimeter squared area.
Okay, is this like the requirement in
Yes.
how many? See, it's already integrated. Like it
Yes.
knows how big. Oh,
Yeah, so it tells you.
so cute.
We know for melanoma we want a 1 millimeter squared area to do their count, and then the AI does the count.
It.
the AI picks it based off of the model that we've trained. So it's able to find the highest density region.
Highest
So
density.
it's a hotspot. So we have the heat map to give you a visual indicator of the hotspot. And then, of course, with AI, we want to make sure this, improves your day-to-day and your workflow, but we're not in any way going to leave it unchecked. So for all the AI,
if you want to count manually, be our guest.
yeah,
right?
you can go ahead and count manually
I will
if you
not.
like. But this will let you take a look at what the AI has discovered. And then you, as an expert, you as an expert can go in and verify, like, oh, I agree. These mitoses look pretty good. And then you're going to save them by verifying.
So if you
and
don't
going to
like
report.
any of them, you can kick it out, and it's
Yes.
gonna then change the
Yes.
number. And if it's below or above threshold, then that's what
Yes.
goes into the report.
Yeah, I can add or delete these. I can make my own annotation of a mitosis. I can add another one of these 1 millimeter square boxes.
So you can pick your wherever, or you
Wherever.
can, if you want to be super like, check if it's working.
Yes.
If it's actually not if it's working, but if it's maybe consistent.
Yep. You can check all of that through here. And then lastly, I just want to go over just the basic slide viewer navigation. So we have our mini map up here. We do tracking, heat map. I would say these are all pretty much industry standard to have these.
Yes. Can you do navigation on the mini map and then it goes? Yeah.
Yep, you can do navigation on the mini map. This is pretty standard. You have your preset magnification.
You know what I'm happy about? That we actually have some industry standards.
Yes, me too.
I think we've come a long way.
We've come a very long way. But yeah, everything you see here in terms of annotations, rotations, panning, you can do all of those on keyboard shortcuts. So I can just hit the L button and this will take me to panning. So I can pan, and this is great because we know how tedious it is to do that drag and drop, drag and click. So this way we can just do it with our keyboard shortcuts. The same thing with our slide tray. We can just page up, page down to just go through it. So you don't even need to, do a lot of clicking. You can easily navigate it with your keyboard.
So attention.
And then I think lastly, a good thing to show would be with our reporting.
Oh yeah.
So this is we already entered the report, but we've included all the CAP synoptic reports. So I have a melanoma one currently added in, but we can include in any type of custom template that your site may use, or any like shorthand or macros or shortcuts that you may use in terms of reporting. And what else is cool about reporting is that I'm able to just add in annotations directly.
Oh wow.
So I deleted this already. So let me add, as you can see here in this, the Breslow thickness is a measurement. So I can click on a ruler, draw this annotation.
So this is already like a requirement within a template where
Yes.
you have to provide a certain measurement.
Yes, yeah.
And then you just click there and it takes.
So why don't we show, like, you can
click
see,
there and then I don't show the screen. But
right here, you see this annotation
and then you
matches
show
up
the
here.
annotation.
So you're making sure that whatever you add into the report is the actual annotation, the actual measurement.
So cool.
So it's really nice to do smart reporting, and we're working towards even smarter reporting. And with reporting today, we're able to do dictation because we know a lot of pathologists enjoy dictating their reports.
I enjoy talking rather than writing.
Same here.
Like I send a lot of voice messages and.
Yes. So we can definitely do dictation in this report. And then from here, you can preview your report. So you can preview it. You can see that the report text from here, you can copy it into your LAS. Or if you are able to establish bidirectional integration with your LAS, this can send into your LAS.
Yeah, I would love that. I don't want to copy paste.
Yeah, so this is the general overview of our new product Fusion. There are way more features that I haven't shown today that I would love to show if you have more time next time, or if anyone is interested in a more in-detail demo. We can go through this in detail, and hopefully this works for your clinical workflow. And we understand labs are so different, pathologists are different, and we wanted to build a product that was flexible for all different kinds of users.
So if somebody is interested, where do they find you?
Yeah, so you can email us at sales@techcyte.com, or you can go to our website and we'll have more contact information there.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Looks pretty
Thank you.
intuitive to me.
Yes.
Even like not being so intimately familiar with the workflow, I was like, oh, okay, you click here, you click there.
So yeah,
Easy to use.
we hope it's easy. We hope it's intuitive. That's been our plan all along. We work together with many pathologists who've been digital for the last few years, and we also work with pathologists who've never gone digital. So we want to support all types of users with like varying
The
experience
left-handed
levels
ones as well.
and the left-handed ones, because
That's okay.
all users are great users. So
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so much.
Tiffany. Let's show what is the team doing? Hanging out.
everyone
They
is still
already-
hanging out.
We're officially the
Yes.
exhibition is closed. Here.
Much digital, like
Great.
signing out.
Okay. There.
All right. Thank you so much. It's great to have you.